Mike here, Jacob's dream, and who was later changed to Israel. Anyhow, Genesis 28. Comment as I go to the New International Version. Doing the whole chapter. This is elongated, so it's more than 3 minutes, and chapter by chapter from beginning to the end in my video section. Okay, I just started, and I'm on chapter 28 now of Genesis. So Isaac called for Jacob, his son, his youngest son, and blessed him. Blessed him and commanded him, "Do not marry a Canaanite woman. Go at once to Padan Aram, to the house of your mother's father Bethuel. Take a wife for yourself there from among the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother." May God, I just want to say, it's a different time back then. It's a good time to be a man. I know a woman, but marriage, they stay together. You know what I mean? Anyhow. Verse 3, may God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful, the father Isaac to the son Jacob again. Be fruitful and increase your numbers until you become a community of peoples. A community of peoples. And he did, all through his way back. Well, through Abraham's seed, there was many nations, really, but also in Israel, the house of Israel, remember, they went to Assyria, where they split with the house of Judah. 12 tribes, 12 sons of Israel, which was the grandson of Abraham. Went to the world, and they're probably half of Europe because they went northwest. They're white man, just like the white man is the modern day Israel, which is really a Jew, tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and half a tribe of Levi. The priests stayed in the south when they split, so they both had half the tribe in the north and the south, for Judah in the south and Israel in the north. So they continued the priesthood for them. Anyhow, I'm digressing here. Verse 5, may he give you and your descendants the blessing given to Abraham, God to Abraham, yes, so that you, Jacob, take possession of the land where you now live as an alien, the land God gave to Abraham. Then Isaac sent Jacob on his way, and he went to Padan Aram, to Laban, son of Bethuel, the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, his mother, Jacob's mother, who was the mother of Jacob and Esau. Verse 6, now Esau learned that Isaac had blessed Jacob and had sent him to Padan Aram to take a wife for him there, and that when he blessed him, he commanded him, do not marry a Canaanite woman, and that Jacob had obeyed his father and mother and had gone to Padan Aram. Esau then realized how displeasing the Canaanite women were to his father Isaac. So he went to Ishmael. So he went to Ishmael, and married Mahalath, the sister of Nebaioth, the daughter of Ishmael, the son of Abraham. So he married again his cousin. Well, his half-cousin, because Ishmael was from the bondwoman. In addition to the wives he already had. He saw that how he favored his son, and he stole his birthright. Well, he bought the birthright, he stole the blessing, and he realized everything was going good for him, Jacob, that is. So he realized the parents liked him, so he went and got a wife to please the parents too, from his family lineage instead of others. Verse 10, Jacob left Beersheba and set out for Haran. When he reached a certain place, he stopped Jacob for the night because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones there, he put it under his head and lay down to sleep. Verse 12, Jacob, had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on earth, hence the stairway to heaven. You know, a lot of things come from the Bible. People don't realize that. I'll read that again, verse 12. He had a dream, Jacob, in which before he was changed to Israel's name, in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, like Jack and the Beanstalk, too. Other fables, this ain't a fable, but it came from that. Again, 12. He had a dream in which Jacob saw a stairway resting on the earth with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels, messengers of God, were ascending and descending on it. Doesn't describe them, but seraphim or cherubim usually. Angel, I think, is Greek, just new for a messenger. It could be anyone. Jesus himself in the flesh, who was the Word. Anyhow, could be him too, all through the Old Testament. 13, there above it stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and I will give you your descendants the land on which you are lying. And I'm going to stop there, 14. Isaac was in between Abraham, and Isaac was Abraham's son, and Jacob was the grandson. It's funny, Jacob had more relationship and dreams. I don't remember Isaac having a dream with God, because it was his 12 sons that actually comprised the 12 sons, 12 tribes of Israel. Interesting. Anyhow, verse 13. There above it stood the Lord again, and he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you your descendants the land on which you are lying. Verse 14. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, and you will spread out to the west and to the east and to the north and to the south. I said that earlier a bit. I touched on that. All peoples on the earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. That's Jesus Christ. Verse 15. I am with you and will watch the mystery of this whole God's plan. Who knows, We see through a glass darkly, but then face to face, the Apostle Paul. Verse 15, I am with you, God continued to Jacob in the dream, and will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised. Verse 16, when God awoke from his sleep, he thought, surely the Lord is in this place, and I was not aware of it. He was afraid and said, how awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God. This is the gate of heaven. Early the next morning, Jacob took the stone he had placed under his head and set it up on as a pillar and poured oil on top of it, it's a custom. It's like the dream, the head he laid on the stone. Anyhow, use it as a marker. Verse 10, he called the place Bethel. Again, El is God again, through the city used, though the city used to be called Luz, something God. Anyhow, then Jacob made a vow, verse 20, saying, if God will be with me and will watch over me on this journey, I am taken and will give me food to eat and clothes to wear. God will do that for him on his journey. Verse 21, so that I return safely back to my father's house, then the Lord will be my God, and this stone that I have set up as a pillar will be God's house. And of all that you give me, God, I will give you a tenth. There you go. Remember, this is before Moses. This is the start of the Israelite nation. This is the grandson of Abraham. So this thing of tenth started, 10%. But remember, the New Testament says, be a cheerful giver, give as you can, because all these taxes, look at today, all the taxes you have. You don't even know what you're paying in taxes. I don't want to get into it. Go into it. Either way, Jesus, after the order of Melchizedek, the high priest, he was the Word in the Old Testament. That was Melchizedek. And Jesus was the Word, was Melchizedek. And that's why Abraham gave it to him 10%. He was greater. He was Jesus. He was to explain who he was. Just said it without rehashing it. So they started then. Abraham gave 10% to him before Moses started. Anyhow, that's the end of 28. Checking the time, Genesis 28. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Watch at least half a minute. Thank you. Bye.